paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. What you got different views? Just know you gon' pay the price. Best up the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them get ultra.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And Shorty got a man, but she said that chest coming in like a paradise. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on. Like all the
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 31. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Swift. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Second and goal at the Rams' 5-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
The pass.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 11 now, Allen. And this one is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's third down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. With it is Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, Swift. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
DeAndre Swift.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
On the play. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Number 23, Cam Akers, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Trey Flowers. 4 yards.
No score after one on EA Sports.
At the Lions' 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
At their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Lions.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Yards to go.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now this time, Allen will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Detroit.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the Lions first down.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Anthony Walker.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Lions.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught by Jackson.
The pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
At the Rams' 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Running is Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Once again, it's Swift. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of him.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson to return. before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Swift. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Akers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
36-yard line.
Back to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
By the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for LA, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL